a lot of them.
Yes, they're very prosperous.
Hey, excuse me, Nathan. You might want to. Can I take a video of you putting in the last one?
Nathan?
My gloves are
Nathan?
getting stuck.
Yeah, it's hard because they only make them in large band size.
Yes.
You know what I
I
mean?
understand.
If they were too small,
横的。
Do you need to respace them? All the frames might not fit.
excuse me, maybe this one. There we go.
Good, so you can see they're still building that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So how are you gonna get the ones that are still in there to
You'll see. We'll kind of, we'll bump them off. And, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna have to make some.
push them over.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me. Is that hot at all or no? Oh, it's
cool.
on fire.
No,
but
like,
the
yeah.
smoke is not hot.
This is hot. It's on fire, but the smoke is not very hot. You see?
No, like, is this part?
That part's not hot. No. It's on fire, but the smoke is not very hot. You see?
No, like, is this part?
That part's not hot. No.
Can you move back a bit? I want to take a picture.
It's really fun. I think it's a very meditative.
It's quite relaxing, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I would come over here and then I'm just going to show you with my. Yeah. So I'm really going to use it like a lever, and I can go against this, and then I can go like that. So you can do that. Yeah. There you go.
Oh no, one is squished. I feel so bad.
I know. It's this one, yeah. Sometimes there's some. No, it's dead. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's
A
not.
few will get squished,
I'm
and
so sorry.
yeah, just try your best, and you know.
So
you
guess
have
last
to
one?
do.
How do we get the ones in the boxes in?
We can tip them out. I'll show you after that.
There's so many on the bottom. What's on the bottom? Oh, yeah. You might want to wash.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I think you squished it. I'm so sorry, guys.
There you go. Yeah. And then I'm
Good
just going to
job.
do one last thing. I'm going to do this, and that will sort of preserve the extra bit of room we have for next time, right?
Yes.
Because then you see that there's a little gap. Yay, okay, so that's good. It's all clean. Now we have to get these to go in. What is this?
Your box seems taller than ours. Like, what will happen to the
This
things
one?
on the top?
Oh, up here?
Yeah.
Well, if you see that this is the inner cover. The inner cover
It's
has
got some space.
yeah, that's right. So it has B space, and then that way it will.
Is the knot supposed to go on the top or the
We'll
bottom?
smoke them in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And I'm just gonna take my.
I think
that's
that's supposed to be on the bottom.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
put it on it?
I'm just gonna tap it
Nathan, we need to
and
step back a bit.
Step back.
I'm
Step
gonna
back.
try to go on the wood so none of them get squished. Oh.
Okay, guys.
They'll be okay. They can fly. As long as I don't like hit them, right? Then they
Yeah.
are okay. And just leave that there for
A
now.
lot of arrows here. Same with that one?
Same. Yeah, I might just shake this one, see if I can do it. Wow.
Wow, they're all off. I missed it.
And they'll land there and there, but they'll kind of orient and come back to the spot, so. Okay. So, now
show her the flow hives from the
Sure.
inside? They have this thing where it's pretty cool.
Can I ask you a question?
Look, mommy, look. I got one.
Wow, that is so cool. Oh my goodness.
Cute.
Oh, that's amazing.
Nathan,
So you see,
can I have
over here, there's a
Yeah.
key. You open this part, you turn the key in,
Yeah.
and this will break the comb in half and come down here and it'll flow.
That's
Here.
amazing.
So you don't have to open it to scare them and take.
Oh,
You know, it takes a lot of wax.
it does, yeah.
So-
And they put this.
So what happens is once they cap all of it,
Yeah.
they can stay on the surface and they can crack it. It'll move, and then the honey will come out.
Oh,
and they won't
God.
even notice. They'll just chew
Dad,
the
is
wax
there one
again,
on my neck?
and then they'll start over.
cool.
Dad,
Yeah,
Dad,
super
oh my god. There's one on my neck.
Okay,
like
don't
this.
move.
You just
Don't
blow
swat
them.
it. Whatever you do, don't
Now,
swat it.
Nathan,
Still
you just
there?
blow.
Okay.
Is it still there?
This is what happens.
Is it still there?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke them off the edge, and then they're gonna go in.
We told you
Or out, one way. And then you can take the inner cover, it's right there. And then the entrance way is here. So you're gonna flip it, and it's gonna point the same way as there. It doesn't really matter except for you. Looks good. Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to be really sure that you are, like, this is the way to squish the
The paint
leaves.
excluder, we forgot.
We can talk about that in a second. But so if you put it diagonally, you can just kind of slide it, and then if there's any, then it should kind of slide them out of the way.
Sure.
Most of the time. Okay, let's put the lid on.
Lid?
Wow, that is a really cute lid.
There's a bee.
I love it.
But Natalie, that area is not.
Wow, what are
That
these
area.
holes for? These
For
were
entrance.
Oh, okay.
Like
neat.
this area. Natalie,
Yeah?
that area.
Okay.
That's okay.
That should be fine. Don't worry
Just
about it.
straighten it out, right?
Wow, this is a really beautiful. I love it. Yeah. Okay, and I'll shake these guys off.
Will they go find the queen?
Yeah, then we'll smell the other bees, and like you can see that one's fanning. It's like fanning the pheromone of the hive, so the other bees can find his little wing, her little wings.
Don't look happy when you're shaking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it probably just smells like bees in here, but if I bump them off on the palette, they will find their way. Okay. Take some grass.
As wet.
Yeah, exactly, and it, you know,
It'll extinguish, right?
yes, eventually it will. And this is hot, so be careful because you can burn yourself on this. But good demo. Okay. Hey, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Now, this. So I'm just about your super. They are using all 10 frames.
So maybe I could add them?
Yeah, it's pretty late in the year. Yeah, they don't make a lot of honey after the first week or so of September.
Yeah.
So, I do not think that, like, I don't think they will draw these out. But you could try putting, you know how 2 frames had only honey? You could actually put the super on, put them up, put this one down, and see what happens. They might not put honey in it. They might. And then when you get them ready for winter, you can just put them back down. And then you haven't really lost anything, right? They're still, you know, you can, because they're not going to fill this in time to store for winter, right? I think they'll probably winter them in one box. Yeah, but you could definitely try it out and see what happens. Yeah, there's still time for that. The other thing I would do and then yeah, we'll just fix that. So you can just take a hive tool and then we'll just like that. Okay, there we go. Good. really neat. This protects them, so they could, if there was lots of wasps, you could close one of these guys. Yeah, one thing I would do just really soon is you should definitely do a mite treatment. Yeah. So have you thought about which one you're going to do?
I was considering a few. Do you have any suggestions?
Yes, I think you should do Formic. Yeah. Formic is good. It's not a chemical treatment. It's organic acid. So it's still considered organic methods, but it doesn't leave a residue in the comb. So you can actually do it with the honey super on.
Oh.
It's sat.
Okay.
So it leaves no residue behind, so people can still eat the honey. As opposed to Aprivar, you definitely cannot do that.
The chemicals in that is not.
No, and I never use Aprivar because I just don't find it. I just don't use it. But that's a personal thing. Yeah, and there's an application of Formic. I think it's called Formic Pro. And it's in, you just buy it and get a single packet from most of the bee supply places. And it'll come in 2 big strips.
You just put the strips.
Yeah, you just put them on top like that. There's tons of videos showing you how to do that online. But yeah, this is the perfect time, like the middle of August.
You need to get them for August.
Yes, and you don't really want to wait until September because that is too late. And the other thing is that it gets tricky because to use Formic you need a couple days, like 1 or 2 days of not 25-degree weather. So it can't be too hot. Like
So
this
it's
is
going to cool down a bit.
this is okay. This is fine. But like on the weekend it's going to be 25, 28. That's too hot. You can't do it above 25.
Okay.
So
Last week of August would be.
I would do it as soon as you can. I'm going to do mine tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, because you don't want to get trapped into a situation where there's no cool weather and then you can't do it, right?
Yeah.
And it's great to do it now. The whole month, anytime would be fine, but just kind of getting the weather while you can get it. And then also, before you put on the Formic, you know, if you want to look at them and manipulate the hive, that's the time to do it because once you put it on, you're not supposed to go in it for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know, satisfy yourself, you know, have a look through, then put the Formic on. Make sure you wear gloves because it is an acid, and then just throw the gloves away after. Like, don't wear those ones because they're nice. You don't want to throw them away. Like, and you know, like nitrile, those blue ones are fine, or they'll probably give you some at the store.
One last question about the queen.
Yeah.
Should this go in because we don't want the queen to fly out?
Oh no, so that's just to, you don't need to put that on unless you put the honey super on.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, and the way it works is that,
It stops her from going up into space.
that's right, yeah, so that just keeps the brood out of the honey. So when you take it off, you know there's no brood in it and that the queen is safely down here. And she won't fly out, like that's not her, she doesn't do that. Yeah,
And
not
it's going to swarm, which I hope she.
That's right. It's very unlikely that they would swarm right now. I'm not concerned. Yeah. So if you did, I mean, they are filling up the frames. I think it would be okay to try out moving some frames, the honey frames up, some of them, like 2, and then you could put those down and just see if they put honey in it. And yeah, you should definitely, probably you should winter them in one box because they won't fill that one up.